This is a Missy Elliott exclusive.
Hey,
Yo, what's good?
what's cracking?
So listen, ladies and gentlemen. We have Missy Misdemeanor Elliott on the phone. I gotta start off by asking you, when can we get you back to Seattle? Because do you remember, let me jog your memory. You came to one of our birthday parties and you brought like the Work It girls from the video. Like, do you even remember that?
You know what? Was they dancing at the club?
Yes.
Oh man.
So we gotta get you back up here, man.
You know I'm gonna always bring the party to the party.
Do you feel like you have to like reintroduce yourself to like the world?
Yes, in a weird way. In a weird way. I said, I was telling somebody, I said, first of all, I've never had anxiety before putting out a record. I was like, yo, the night before, I'm just sitting up in the bed like I'm waiting for Santa Claus. I couldn't even sleep. It was so crazy. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm getting anxiety because it's one thing to put out a record, but video-wise, because I put out singles and I was just like, just trying to see what the climate was like, but I knew they wasn't the records. When I finally found the record, I said, okay, I'm going to shoot a video for this. So that was scary for me because I knew like a lot of my fans that grew up with my music remember me visually.
Right.
And so I said, okay, the expectations is going to be a little different for me, and that was scary. And so when I sent the link, I said, oh, my goodness.
Here we go.
But it seemed like it had moved slow for a second. Maybe everything just had slowed down.
Right.
But I was like, wait a minute, I don't see nobody retweet.
She looking for the mentions. She looking for the retweets. That's what's up. Q93, we're talking with Missy Elliott. So let's go back to that Super Bowl performance, man. And some of the youngsters was like, hey, who is this chick that Katy Perry brought out? She's pretty good. Like, I'm like, yo, will y'all please stop tweeting that, please? But like, talk about that experience and then obviously the residual effect from all your fans that you got from that. I mean, did you know at that moment, like, yo, I gotta get back in the studio. I have to put out something.
The funny thing is after the Super Bowl, my friends, they came to my house. I had my scarf on. I was vacuuming my floor, washing dishes. They was like, do you know you just did the Super Bowl? Like, you in here vacuuming and washing dishes? I'm like, I went back to my normal life, so it hadn't really kicked in. I think I was more in shock and, grateful to Katy because when she asked, I immediately thought that she was asking me to do it because I had did a record with her called Last Friday. So I thought I would just be coming out on that record. And she was like, well, I want you to do your records, and I want you to do 3 records. Which I'm so honored because somebody, this is her moment.
Right.
And so and when it's your moment, you may be feeling like, I ain't trying to give up 2 seconds. He's like, yo, I want you to do 3. And she said, if you have a new record, please do it. This is the time to do it. And I was like, nah, let me, and something may be inside unconsciously because I said, no, I'm going to do the records the classics that I've had. Right. And it still was like reintroducing those records for a new generation who didn't know. And then when I looked, after I finished vacuuming the floor, and, people hit me like, yo, are you looking at the charts right now? So once I seen the charts, and then Pharrell hit me, and he was like, yo, what are you doing? Yeah, I was like, vacuuming.
Yo, you're tripping off that. I'm tripping that you vacuum your own floors. You're supposed to have people for that, Missy.
Listen, hey, right now I'm sitting on the floor at the record label talking to you. Like, I'm just regular, man.
Is that floor vacuum?
Oh, yeah, it's vacuum. It's clean old good rug under here. But he hit me, and he just was like, I don't want to push you into anything, but, if you're down, I want to get in the studio with you. And I'm like, well, who the hell turned down Pharrell?
Right.
That don't sound right.
Talk about that experience working with Pharrell. I mean, obviously you guys are from the same place, hence, the WTF, where they from, and why you guys decided to, go that route with that concept and tell people where you are from now as opposed to, when you first came out, because you guys have been in the game for a while.
Yes, we have been in this industry over 20-some years.
Yes.
And so we got in the studio. He sent me to L.A., and the first thing that I said to him is, I want to make people dance. He was like, you always made that music for the hood. He was like, he said, it's that hood with that crossover appeal. And so he took a day, and he came back, and he was like, yo, I got this crazy. And see, Pharrell, he give you very zen, yoga, I just finished meditating. He's that type of person. But he can give you very VA in the hood Pharrell, too. And so this moment was that hood Pharrell. Like, yo, I got this crazy track. I'm telling you, he was like, I got to get some bars on it, too. And so he played it for me. And when he played it, I was like, oh, my goodness. I said, this track crazy. And I said, well, look, this most definitely, you're going to have to dance. You're going to have to do something. And I said, let me take it home and live with it because I don't want to just put anything on it. And he said, well, sis, just remember who you are.
Yeah.
And he said, you always been fun. You always been animated, and you always make people happy and want to dance. And that's how that song came along.
It's so crazy that you mentioned that about Pharrell in that song because I'm like, yo, Pharrell is spitting in this song, and a lot of people might not know. You know what I mean? But I do want to talk about it real quick. Like, how have you guys, because he did give you that advice about you've always made, fun music, party music. And I know your music is still relevant in the club. I know this because I DJ. How have you managed to have that staying power, that hit power?
Oh, man, I think that staying power is, it's one thing to make hits, but it's another thing to make classics. And those classics will play on forever and ever, no matter what climate you in. And what I've done is just been true to myself. I'm hip-hop to the core. Like, I grew up off of Eric B, Rakim, Pete,
yes, yes,
Pepper, Poor Righteous Teachers.
Yes,
I'm a person who breathes this, and so I never went in the studio to try to. Me and Tim, when we came in this thing, we never went in the studio trying to make a particular record for a particular chart. We just did what felt good to us. And I think that had a lot to do with it because, if I hadn't rapped on it or if Genuine hadn't sung on it or Leah hadn't sung on it, people wouldn't know what genre of music to put those tracks in.
Right. Because
it was just a whole new sound of music. I even be telling Tim now, I'm like, yo, dude, I go back and listen to our old stuff. Like, it's still 10 years ahead.
It's timeless. It's classic. That's what you call classic. Yo, KUBE 93, Super Sam. We're talking with Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. So listen, I'm gonna let you get out of here. I know you're really busy, but I gotta have you do something for me. So we're about to play the joint where they from, but I need you to introduce it like nobody else can. Like, this is your joint. This is your baby. I need you to give us that. Yo, this is Missy. This is my new joint. Can you please do that for me?
Okay, all right. You ready?
I'm ready. We ready.
Yo, what's cracking, y'all? This is Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Finna give you that futuristic, bombastic classic. This gonna be massive all across the world. Right here, right now. Hitting you with the hee-haw. I drop that ish.